everybody. I'm on the Devonshire coast today in Teignmouth, and today's theme is going to be long exposures. Long exposure seascapes, to be precise. So I've been here before a few times. I used to live near here actually, just a couple of miles up the road. So I'm going to head down to the pier and see if I can get a shot of that today. Hopefully there won't be too many holiday makers on the beach. We'll see when we get there. There's quite a lot of people around there, so we'll have to see. The tide's in, the light's good, some nice cloud in the sky. So hopefully we're going to get a good photograph. Yeah, the tide is proper in. So I'm right down by the water's edge now. I just need to find a spot where I'm not going to get like engulfed by a wave, because the tide is right in. Look at that, tide right in, pretty much coming up to my feet. So I've got to be careful here. I don't want to get my feet soaked, my gear soaking wet, more importantly. Beautiful sunshine here today, absolutely stunning weather. Okay, so that's the composition I'm shooting there. Hang on, let me just straighten this camera up. So in the immediate foreground I've got the groins, I've got that thing that sticks up, I don't even know what they're called. And then obviously the pier. So I'm going to start with 30 seconds, ISO 50, f16. You see I've got a 6-stop filter on there and a grad filter just to give the sky a bit more detail. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm taking multiple shots of the same scene, trying some of them in black and white just to see what that looks like. I think I am going to go for black and white actually. Yeah, that looks great. But yeah, what I'm doing here is I'm using the f-stop and the ISO to help me lengthen my shutter speed. If you don't have like lots of expensive like a 10 stop filter or whatever, and you want to get that sort of long exposure effect on the seascape. If you set your aperture to, or your f-stop to something like f16 or f18, I wouldn't go much lower than that, because if you go to sort of f20, f22, you might get some diffraction on your lens. Yeah, f16, f18, and set your ISO as low as possible. So, for instance, on a lot of Canon cameras, if you go into your custom settings, you can actually bring your ISO down to 50. So that gives you a maximum capacity for your shutter speed, for the length of your exposure. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's nice. Leg in the left. So I'm shooting just the groins now, leading into the sea, and that's pretty much my composition. So yeah, so the groins leading out to the sign, I'm cutting off the pier, so it's just the groins and the sea. So again, 30 seconds. I'm down to f11 now because I've put a polarizer on, so they're off the water. Right, I'm just taking a walk along the seafront now, just see what else I can find. Obviously that's probably the most interesting feature of most beaches, most plain sort of beaches like this one, is the pier and the groins. Further down, nice cliff face and a sea stack sort of sticking out in the water. So if I can get close enough to it along this path, let's see if I can get a shot of that. So that's what I'm headed for. Over there, look. There, yeah, there, that's it. That's what I'm headed for. Like I say, I'm not sure how close I can actually get to it. So it might be a long lens job, because I think the path doesn't sort of go around it, it goes behind it. So yeah, I think it's going to be a long lens job, but fingers crossed we have to get a decent shot of it. Right, I'm getting fairly close to it now. Close enough to get a shot, I think, if I put the long lens on. The light's absolutely fantastic. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Really warm. Couldn't be better. Well, that's good, I suppose. It could be better, couldn't it? It could always be better. That's just silly, isn't it? I mean, we could have a spectacular sunrise, but I was in bed at 5 o'clock this morning. Or a spectacular sunset, but then we're on the east coast, so the sunset, there's no sunset here. You won't see it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to taking this shot. Right, well, it's taken me quite a while to figure this shot out. I'm shooting straight across the water to the cliff face there and that sea stack. I'm on f6.3, ISO 50 still. I might just change that to f11. ISO 200. Because the problem I'm having, if the exposure's too long, I'm getting quite a bit of camera shake. Because the lens is so long and it's quite windy here. So even the tiniest vibration is causing motion blur on the image. Another thing I'm doing is I'm using these pouches to shield the lens because I'm getting quite a bit of glare from the sun. So let's try this. F11, ISO 200, 5 seconds. Right, that's me done for another one. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you found that informative and useful with regard to like long exposures and how to use your settings in conjunction with whatever filters you might have in order to get the desired effect. So yeah, thanks for watching. Give us a like, subscribe if you like my content, leave some comments, ask any questions you want to ask, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.